Land acknowledgement in schools and educational settings. Land acknowledgement is an acknowledgement of the original indigenous inhabitants of a particular place, and is often performed as a ritualistic statement of respect, as part of the effort to recognize indigenous people and their history. Land acknowledgement statements are becoming more common in educational settings, including schools. A land acknowledgement statement is a way to recognize the indigenous people who are connected to the land. It is a way to recognize their history, culture, and relationship to the land, as well as to pay respect to their enduring presence and their contributions. In schools, land acknowledgement statements can be used in a variety of ways. They can be used in classroom lessons, as part of an opening or closing ritual, or even as part of a school assembly. Land acknowledgement statements can also be used to introduce guest speakers or other important events. For example, a teacher might use a land acknowledgement statement to open a lesson about the history of the land. The statement could include information about the indigenous people who lived on or near the land, as well as information about their culture, history, and connection to the land. By acknowledging the past, land acknowledgement statements can also help to create a more equitable and inclusive school environment. It can help to create a sense of belonging and respect for all students, including those of indigenous heritage. Land acknowledgement statements can also provide an opportunity for students to learn about indigenous history and culture. By recognizing the indigenous history of the land, students can gain a greater understanding of their place in the world and of the people who have come before them. Finally, land acknowledgement statements can help to create a sense of responsibility and stewardship for the land. By recognizing the indigenous people who are connected to the land, students can develop a greater appreciation for the environment and a greater commitment to protecting and preserving it for future generations. Land acknowledgement statements can be an important part of the educational experience. By acknowledging the indigenous people who are connected to the land, schools can create a more inclusive, equitable, and respectful environment for all students.